Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I am going to share with you how I use AI to create my 365-day content marketing strategy for YouTube. Specifically for I'm trying to be all proper, but essentially I know myself and I know that I cannot in good faith show up every day with a new video. I probably wouldn't even be able to film this long form content, mostly because I have a very busy travel schedule and a life, and I also have other projects. So, with that being said, I do know that I wanted to share my entire journey from soup to nuts, from phase zero of ideation all the way to the launch. But with that being said, I also wanted to be able to post every single day for an entire year. I have already launched this brand. So if you are seeing this video, I have launched everything, and everything that I've done up until now is in this folder on ChatGPT. So my brand is called Coloring Kinfolk. We've talked about project folders in previous videos. I will link it somewhere. However, everything that chat knows about this brand is in this folder. So with that being said, I am going to use the same folder and actually just watch me do it in person, how I'm going to use AI to help me develop a 365-day YouTube strategy. Hi, Zora. Based on everything that you know in the project folder about Coloring Kinfolk, help me create a YouTube strategy where I am able to post every day for 365 days. The idea is that I want to have some long form content where I share the behind the scenes of building the brand Coloring Kinfolk from phase zero of ideation all the way to the end phase of marketing and scaling the brand. Help me develop a strategy where I create the long form videos, and the daily videos would be Instagram reels. So my idea is that I would create a long form video, and from those videos, we would be able to chop them into reels and create that 365-day strategy. So what I would like you to do is first give me an analysis based on everything that you know. Secondly, I would like you to develop an outline, and I think this is a good place for us to start. Go from here. So while chat is transcribing, what I want you to see is not exactly what I did, but the thought process that I am actually at the end of this project. So I'm asking it, based on everything that I fed you about this particular project, give me a strategy from zero to launch, and then we will modify from here. We're gonna allow, first of all, she don't have my name right, but I know it's because it's transcribed. Okay, so now that we are back, this is the analysis that I got. So step one, I call chat a she, okay, because I'm not gonna get into that. But she's telling me about my content assets, about the audience and the different pillars, about my content structure. So we are talking weekly or bi-weekly 30 to 60-minute episodes. So this looks like 52 long form videos, which looks like enough material to cover 365 days. And so on and so forth, right? And so she's giving me some of the themes to work out, the workflow of how I could even, I'm sorry, I jumped a strategy. So she gives me the strategy on how one video can pull between 7 and 10 reels, and how we can even categorize those on different content themes like quick wins, myth busters, behind the scenes, storytelling tips, motivation, which as a marketer, these are great emotional touch points for people if you want to get an idea across or a product across. She's even given me the workflow plan. I could, easily record one video a week and do that particular strategy. Now, I'm going to say this sounds good. So my next question would be, okay, well, give me the phases and the outline of these videos, right? So she's already saying the next step, I can map out the 52 long form episode topics in detail. And then do you want me to build that year-long content calendar for you? Or would you first like me to create your first month to break it down? So I'm actually going to select this, and you could just say ask ChatGPT. I'm going to say, yes, I want you to do this, and also create the year-long calendar. So essentially, I'm going to pause this really quick while she computes. Okay, so this is the year-long YouTube strategy that she gave me. I could correct her as far as getting the name of the brand right. She knows that we're in the project folder, so I'm not tripping. But as we can see, I have everything mapped out literally for me. And so what I am doing is literally, by the time you see these videos, I have already recorded all 52 of these videos, and they are just running in the background while I'm out dilly-dallying somewhere. So anyway, as you can see, there are videos on why I started, how I chose the niche, how to choose the brand colors, all this stuff that we have been talking about on this channel, all the way down to the more advanced topics like funnels and automations, which I also cover on this channel as well. And then, so now that I have this, if I wanted to, which I will, because I'm going to show you guys, so this is exactly what I would like next, is expand each of these topics. And so I'm just going to do this and just say yes. And like it asks, I could just break it out by month. It depends on whatever your work style is. I like to just have all of my information here. And then what I would normally do is just open up a Google Sheet or Google Drive and literally, or a Notion board. That's really what I would use, is my Notion board. So I can have my team help me out with some of this stuff. Or maybe what I could do is also show you guys how I will pull the SEO for each of these videos as well. Maybe perhaps in another video. So with that being said, this is how this looks. So right now we're at under 10 minutes, and I've already built out a year-long YouTube strategy based on everything I've already created in my folder. So it covers everything that I've done, all the way from, like I said, ideation down to funnels and marketing and creation as well. And then within each of those videos, we have some reels. So again, in order for me to hit my strategy, it is my strategy of posting every single day. So again, video number 1 is why I started Coloring Folk. And then based on what I would say, these are some of the videos or video titles or topics that my team could upload, and so on and so forth. So yeah, guys. All right. Okay, something that I actually didn't show you guys is how, now that I have all of my content, I could go back and do a manual copy and paste, but again, who has time for that? And why do all of that when I have AI? So essentially what I am asking is to turn this into a spreadsheet style table, columns where I have the video, the reels, all of the things. We're going to say etc. And I'm going to pause here and come back. So now we are back. What chat decided to do was create the first 8 weeks. So phase 1. And essentially all I have to do at this point is I could literally just copy and paste this or download this table. You can see download, or if I wanted, I could click this and also paste this into a Google Sheet. But essentially, that is how you, again, create a 365-day strategy. If I wanted to, I would ask for the remaining weeks. So it's asking, do you want me to essentially finish weeks 9 through 52? And from here, you would say yes. And then you would have an entire Excel spreadsheet or CSV file or Google Sheet of your strategy. And all you have to do is follow it.